What's up, guys? It's Jamie Messina. Nothing bothers me more than when somebody hears that I'm living a ketogenic lifestyle and says, dude, don't you know that ketoacidosis can kill you? First of all, that's not even necessarily true. I'm not a diabetic, but today we're actually going to cover the difference between ketosis and ketoacidosis. You're welcome. Now, ketosis and ketoacidosis both involve the production of ketones in the body. However, ketosis is generally safe, whereas ketoacidosis can be life-threatening. So let's talk about ketosis for a minute. Nutritional ketosis occurs when your body starts burning fat for fuel instead of glucose. This is why people live a ketogenic lifestyle and eat the ketogenic diet. Inducing ketosis is the goal. Ketoacidosis occurs when the body produces dangerously high levels of ketones, and it's often a complication of type 1 diabetes. Today we're going to talk about the difference between ketosis and ketoacidosis, including their symptoms. Alright, like I said before, nutritional ketosis occurs when the body uses fat instead of glucose for fuel. The liver breaks down this fat into chemicals called ketones, and it releases them into the bloodstream. The body is then able to use those ketones as an energy source. The keto diet aims to induce nutritional ketosis for the amazing benefits that come with it. Some of the benefits are fat loss, lifted brain fog, increased energy, better mood, better sleep, better digestion, and a bunch of others. So the way that people are getting into ketosis is by eating foods that are high in fat, low in carbs, and moderate protein. Recently, you may have noticed this has become a very popular way to lose weight. Originally, the ketogenic diet was actually developed for children with epilepsy. According to the Epilepsy Foundation, studies show that more than 50% of the children who try the keto diet have half the number of seizures or fewer, while around 10 to 15% actually become seizure-free. Go keto. Although the doctors don't really know why it reduces symptoms of epilepsy, research suggests that this diet may actually also help with neurological disorders such as Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Ketoacidosis is what happens when the body thinks that it's starving and starts to break down fats and proteins too quickly. Ketoacidosis is actually a potential complication of type 1 diabetes. If a person does not have enough insulin, the body can't move glucose from the blood into the cells, and that's where it's necessary for energy. As a result of this, dangerous levels of both glucose and ketones can accumulate in the blood. Doctors refer to this as diabetic ketoacidosis. During nutritional ketosis, it is normal to have blood ketone levels of 0.5 to 3.0 millimoles per liter. Now, according to the American Diabetes Association, a person should check their ketone levels if their blood glucose levels are higher than 240 milligrams per deciliter. People with diabetes whose blood ketone levels are too high have a more significant risk of diabetic ketoacidosis. Like I said, diabetic ketoacidosis is a potential complication of type 1 diabetes, and it can occur in a diabetic if a person does not administer enough insulin at the right times. Not eating enough food can also sometimes trigger diabetic ketoacidosis. Okay, some of the symptoms of diabetic ketoacidosis include high blood glucose levels, rising levels of ketones in your urine, thirst and frequent urination, exhaustion, dry or flushed skin, nausea and vomiting, stomach pain, trouble breathing, a fruity odor in the breath, confusion and difficulty when concentrating. If you are not a type 1 diabetic and you have ketones in your system and you're eating a ketogenic diet or you're drinking exogenous ketones, that's okay. You're going into ketosis, which is not diabetic ketoacidosis. Two different things. For most people, ketosis is a short-lived metabolic state that happens when the body temporarily switches from burning glucose to burning fat. During this time, the levels of ketones in your blood rises. People on a ketogenic diet, like myself, strive to spend as much time as possible in ketosis. Okay, So, ketoacidosis, a potential complication of type 1 diabetes. Ketosis, a metabolic state where your body switches to burning fat instead of glucose for fuel that many people on the ketogenic diet are striving to get into. Not the same. Ketoacidosis is dangerous. Ketosis is not. Always, guys, you should probably check with your doctor before starting a nutrition plan. But for the most part, unless you're a type 1 diabetic, ketoacidosis is not going to be an issue of yours. Just saying again, check with your doctor. Alright guys, I just kind of wanted to clear that up because so many people were getting confused thinking that ketoacidosis and ketosis were the same thing. And that's why so many people think that ketosis is dangerous. They don't understand the difference. That's it for today, guys. If you know somebody that needs to hear this video, please share it with them. Get it in their hands somehow. And if you're feeling up to it, hit that subscribe button because I'm showing up here every single day for 90 days with valuable information for you about the ketogenic diet, positive thinking, mindset, and a bunch of other good stuff. All right, guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Peace.